Oliver Twist, written by Charles Dickens. Welcome, dear listeners, to a special journey tonight. We're diving deep into the heart of Victorian London, a city of stark contrasts where grand facades hid the darkest shadows, and the cries of the forgotten echoed through cobbled streets. This is the timeless story of Oliver Twist, a powerful tale of unimaginable hardship, incredible courage, and the enduring flame of hope penned by one of history's greatest storytellers, Charles Dickens. Our story begins in the bleak, unforgiving confines of an English workhouse, a place designed to keep the poor just barely alive, raising orphans on thin gruel, and even thinner kindness. One stormy night, a frail, unknown woman gives birth to a tiny baby boy. Moments later, she slips away, leaving her child nameless, motherless, and utterly alone in the world. The baby is christened Oliver Twist, his name plucked at random by the parish beadle, the pompous Mr. Bumble. From his very first breath, Oliver's life is a struggle against hunger, loneliness, and constant mistreatment. He's taught to be grateful for scraps and punished for any sign of curiosity or defiance. Then comes the moment that changes everything. After yet another meager supper of watery soup, a tiny, starved Oliver dares to utter words that shock the room into silence. "Please, sir, I want some more." The master stares in disbelief, and Mr. Bumble, outraged, declares Oliver an ungrateful troublemaker, wicked to his core. From that fateful utterance, Oliver is branded a rebel, his innocent request misinterpreted as a monstrous act. To be rid of him, Mr. Bumble ships Oliver off to work for Mr. Sowerberry, the local undertaker. Here, Oliver finds himself at the mercy of more cruelty, particularly from Noah Claypole, another apprentice who delights in tormenting him. When Noah cruelly insults Oliver's deceased mother, all the boy's pent-up anger and sorrow finally burst forth. Oliver strikes back, a moment of raw defiance, and then, realizing he can't stay, he runs away, driven by a desperate hope for a better life. Barefoot and starving, he walks for 7 days, clinging to the belief that London, surely, must hold some kindness for him. But London, tragically, is not the city of hope he imagined. For Oliver, it becomes a city of thieves. Exhausted and on the brink of collapse, Oliver encounters a cheerful, incredibly street-smart boy known as the Artful Dodger. The Dodger, with a deceptive twinkle in his eye, offers Oliver food, shelter, and what seems like friendship. He leads Oliver through a labyrinth of London's back alleys to a grimy, hidden den presided over by an old man named Fagin. Fagin is no ordinary old man. He's the cunning master of a gang of young pickpockets. He trains these orphaned boys to steal from the unsuspecting rich and bring their loot back to him. Oliver, with his pure, untainted innocence, genuinely believes he's simply joining a group of boys who make handkerchiefs for a living, oblivious to the dark truth of their trade. A few days later, Fagin sends the Dodger and another boy, Charlie Bates, out to the streets, with Oliver accompanying them. Oliver watches, utterly horrified, as the Dodger expertly and secretly lifts a handkerchief from a well-dressed gentleman's pocket. The terrible realization crashes over him. He runs, desperate to escape, but the gentleman turns, notices his handkerchief missing, and mistakenly identifies Oliver as the thief. Oliver is chased through the bustling streets, brutally beaten by the crowd, and dragged before a stern magistrate. Just as he's about to be unjustly punished, a miracle occurs. The victim, a kind, elderly gentleman named Mr. Brownlow, recognizes Oliver's innocence, sees the fear and purity in his eyes. He takes pity on the boy, brings him to his elegant home, and nurses him back to health. For the very first time in his young, tormented life, Oliver experiences warmth, genuine kindness, and true care. But peace, for poor Oliver, is a fleeting luxury. Back in his den, Fagin is absolutely furious. He fears Oliver will expose his illicit operation. So, he and his dangerous, brutal associate, Bill Sykes, dispatch Nancy, a kind-hearted young woman from their gang, to retrieve the boy. Nancy locates Oliver and, feigning concern, tricks him into believing she's taking him back to Mr. Brownlow. Instead, Oliver is brutally dragged back into Fagin's dark, suffocating lair, his brief taste of happiness cruelly snatched away. The nightmare continues when Sykes forces Oliver into a robbery. He exploits the terrified boy, using him to help break into a quiet country house. But the plan unravels spectacularly. The household awakens, a gun is fired, and Oliver, wounded, is left behind as the criminals flee into the night. Yet, in another twist of fate, when the servants discover the injured boy, they take pity on him instead of turning him over to the authorities. Oliver is gently cared for by the compassionate Mrs. Maylie and her kind, adopted niece, Rose, under their loving protection. Oliver slowly, miraculously recovers, his innate innocence shining through even the trauma he's endured. Meanwhile, back in the criminal underworld, Fagin grows increasingly anxious. His carefully constructed criminal empire begins to show cracks. Nancy, despite being trapped in this life of crime, feels a profound compassion for Oliver, a connection she can't ignore. She secretly meets with Mr. Brownlow and Rose Maylie, bravely revealing that a mysterious, sinister man named Monks is actively plotting against Oliver. Monks, it turns out, is Oliver's very own half-brother, and he's determined to destroy Oliver's chances of claiming his rightful inheritance. He's been conspiring with Fagin all along, aiming to keep Oliver entangled in crime, ensuring he would never be recognized as a gentleman. Nancy risks her life to deliver this vital truth. But when Sykes discovers her betrayal, his rage consumes him completely. In a horrific fit of violence, he murders Nancy, then flees through the dark, unforgiving streets of London, haunted by guilt and terror. Justice, though slow, eventually catches up. Fagin is arrested as the authorities close in on his network. In prison, the once cunning old man breaks down, raving in fear as he awaits the gallows. Monks's true identity is finally revealed. He is indeed Oliver's half-brother. Their father's will had left a substantial fortune for Oliver, but only on the condition that he remained pure and innocent. Monks had conspired with Fagin to corrupt and ruin him, hoping to seize the entire inheritance for himself. But good prevails. Monks confesses, and Oliver's birthright is rightfully restored. And so, Oliver is joyfully reunited with Mr. Brownlow, who, with a heart full of love, adopts him as his own son. Together with Rose and Mrs. Maylie, Oliver finally finds the loving, stable family he had always desperately longed for. The unspeakable horrors of the workhouse, the brutal cruelty of the streets, the gnawing hunger, and the soul-crushing loneliness, all these painful memories begin to fade like a distant, terrible nightmare, replaced by warmth and belonging. Oliver's incredible story becomes a powerful beacon of hope, irrefutable proof that profound kindness can indeed exist and thrive even in the most cruel and unforgiving corners of the world. Charles Dickens penned Oliver Twist not merely as an enthralling adventure, but as a profound and urgent social message. He bravely exposed the inhuman conditions of child labor, the corruption embedded within the poor laws, and the deep moral decay he witnessed in Victorian society. Through Oliver's unwavering innocence, Dickens powerfully reminds us, poverty does not equate to wickedness. Compassion, a truly vital human trait, can survive even in the deepest, darkest despair. And, perhaps most importantly, every single child deserves love, care, and guidance, not endless punishment and neglect. Oliver Twist, brave little boy who dared to ask for more, was unjust asking for food. He was asking for more kindness, more justice, more humanity. And so ends the incredible story of Oliver Twist, resilient orphan who survived unimaginable cruelty, the pervasive grip of crime, and the crushing weight of despair, only to discover the profound warmth of family and the ultimate triumph of truth. It's a timeless story that continues to resonate and touch hearts across generations, reminding us that even in the darkest, most desolate streets, a pure heart can still find its way to the light. Thank you so much for joining me on this storytelling journey through Charles Dickens' Oliver Twist. If you enjoyed this narration, please take a moment to like this video, share it with fellow classic literature lovers, and definitely subscribe to our channel for more timeless tales brought vividly to life through engaging storytelling. There are many more interesting and inspiration literature in the playlist in my channel for waiting for you. And always remember, no matter where you come from or how challenging your path may seem, there is always hope for those who dare to seek the light.